go out scot-free in every sense of the word. I keep my hands clean, sanitized. I've been analyzed the streets, found a way. Now I try to find his feet. Moody, the lifestyle blinding me. Gotta be an angle here. It's all geometry. It was all a dream. Like the late great notorious, the road less traveled, the road less glorious.
The abyss of these bubble weight bitches. Still I rise in the midst of demons, blocking views and pictures on the slide of future menus. Looks bright on the new venues. Pressed it on wax, watch the saga continue. Lessons to facts, it's all something we've been through. Growing pains no longer holding pain, that's just something I don't do. Ventilation's a healthy process to a regimen focused with lit views. Don't fall for traps, don't be confused, don't let them get you.
What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome in. Welcome in. It is Monday. I think we are going to be doing a little SuperDraft Pro today. So the main slate for basketball is the full Pro. And we're going to do a couple little, semi, 5-cent nickel games and see what goes on with that. Oh, we got the notification. Yeah, let's go.
This is the year out early. What gives? Well, I have a meeting later tonight for high school baseball at coach, so we're coming on a little bit early.
And I got off work a little bit early, so that was nice. So then we could just make it work, because otherwise we were going to have to just postpone. And then we were just going to throw some lineups up for everyone, see if they hit. But this all worked out. So if it's your first time here, I'm JC Money. This is my man, Coach Craig. We're here to talk a little SuperDraft and SuperDraft Pro. But, yeah, let's get into it. We'll talk about a little bit of last night. There was some crazy shit. I mean, there's some nice shit that happened and some crazy shit that happened. But, yeah, let's just get right into it anyways right away. I mean, LeBron, LeBum.
La average.
La average. What's up, David? And then we'll talk about some stuff that happened last night, and then I'll let Craig talk a little bit of his prize picks real quick, and then he'll talk injuries, and then we'll get into some lineups. So it'll be nice midway into the show that people can just kind of know what we got for some picks, prize picks. And most of the matches props. You didn't get into any?
No, I didn't even have time for prize picks today.
Guess we won't do it today. That's all good. We'll get to it tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, I mean, we can kind of look at some of them, I guess, if we have some time, maybe at the end.
Maybe. We'll see.
But, we'll see. Craig's got some places to be, but let's get right into it right away.
Yep. So last night we have the studs, which Zubac was up there. He got to 55.75, 1.65 multiplier. He got to 91.99. He had 6 blocks last night, so that's what really put him over the edge, plus the double-double. We have Miles Bridges got 60 points at 1.3. He got to 78 after that. Terry Rozier, 50.25 times 1.3, so he got 65.33. And then we had Reggie Jackson doing Reggie Jackson things at 42.25 and 1.6. He got 67.6. In terms of the duds that we did have, we had Christian Wood, 25.75, 1.25 multiplier, got to 32.19. If I remember right, I did see he got in a little bit of foul trouble, but he really didn't lose too many minutes to it, so can't write it off too much to that. And then Cade Cunningham got to 29.75. He had the 1.35 multiplier. He got just over 40. It's not a very good night, honestly. And he'd been
doing Cade Cunningham things.
And he had been consistent the past 3 games, and that was even an overtime game, and he just kind of, he was there. In terms of the dart throws that paid off, Kelly Olynyk actually hit pretty good. 20 points off the bench. He got 42.5, 1.8 multiplier. Got to 76.5. Pretty sure almost nobody probably played him, honestly. Kevon Looney at 37.5 times 1.75 multiplier gets 65.63. So they did recall James Wiseman, but he wasn't active yesterday. So that's kind of interesting to see.
You called Looney too. You made that call on that too, for sure.
No, I said don't play any of the centers because Wiseman.
You were talking about starting Looney yesterday. You told me to go. You were talking about Looney.
No, I said don't play any of the Golden State centers.
Oh, I thought you were talking about him.
Nah, because
this plays out, it might be an RA play.
Well, it's just Wiseman was supposedly healthy. He just got called back up from the G League, but then he wasn't even on like the guys available to play last night, honestly. So it was kind of weird. Hamidou Diallo off the bench had 33 at 1.75, so he got to 57.75. Gary Payton II was in that starting lineup once again. Got to 28.5, 1.9 multiplier, got to 54.15. So not like a lot of crazy stuff going on in terms of scores yesterday. We had some Kelly Olynyk, Miles Bridges, and Zubac, but everybody else was, 60s or lower. So nothing too crazy there. Oh, let's see. In terms of the guards that we got in play, we got DeJounte Murray once again tonight, Ronald. 1.05. We've seen the upset they just had the last time. He didn't play, or well, he didn't technically play the last game, but they just rested all those guys that played big minutes the night before. Got John Morant at 1.1. It's John Morant. Can't say too much there. DeMar DeRozan at 1.1. Obviously, you can play him at forward as well. He probably looks better at guard tonight. Actually, it's like this ain't a terrible slate. For being 7 games, there's more options. There are quality options. LaMelo Ball 1.15. Kind of disappointed last night, even though he had done pretty well before the last game out against the Pistons. But he's done pretty decent against Milwaukee in his career, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's had a decent game here, though. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander 1.25. Obviously, you can look at him because no Josh Giddey, no Lou Dort. He's already the best player on their team, anyways. You don't really need to say too much more there. D'Angelo Russell at 1.3, and then Anthony Edwards has been trash lately, so makes Russell better. And like last time, they just sucked. Like the whole team sucked. So it's kind of hard to say there. Tyler Hero 1.5. There is no Kyle Lowry tonight. Might get a couple extra opportunities. Seth Curry at 1.6. You can obviously look at. I will throw in Tyrese Halliburton too. I think he's at 1.25 or 1.3. Malcolm Brogdon's not playing tonight. Buddy Hield's at 1.35, which is his multiplier just gone way up. So like if you really want to take a dart throw on Buddy Hield, you can, but it's just the multiplier is not what it was.
David, we don't have super chat or anything like that yet because
not yet.
We get monetized. But my Cash App what else did I throw in there? I think Venmo, and then anything that we get for tips or anything like that, we split. So I'll send directly whatever. I'll send half of whatever you send directly to my man Craig here. So that's how we do things on this show. Everything's split down the middle. So yeah, it's actually in the description on the video. So look in the description. I'm gonna have to get a banner made so that you guys can at least see it. But yeah, just so you guys know, everything that we make here is split 50-50.
Mm-hmm. And I think for the SuperDraft, I think it's like 500 subscribers. So I'm getting really close to that anyway. So maybe when that comes through, then we'll be able to do something.
I think it's actually 1,000 to where
well, it's 1,000 for the regular monetized for ads and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Super Chat's 500 or 600, so I'm getting pretty close anyways.
Let's get some more ads for my bro here.
Yep. And then for the dart throws, the high multipliers, we got Devin Vassell 1.75. He's just been playing pretty good. Obviously, he looks decent there once again. We got Brandon Goodwin 1.75. Essentially the only point guard left for Cleveland today. Lonnie Walker at 1.8. Doug McDermott may or may not play. Maybe Lonnie Walker starts in that case. It'd probably just be Keta Bates day up anyways, but who knows? Bruce Brown, he's had those big games. Maybe he has another one tonight, 1.85. Trey Mann has actually been shooting the ball really well, 1.9. They don't have many other guys on their team, so could be a guy to look at. I'm sure the pro picks are going to love him because they loved him the last time. And then, God, there's another guard that was popping up in my brain too. Since I made this list and I've seen that everybody that was kind of out. I can't remember who it is out this time.
Let's see. I'll put this.
But we'll go down to forwards. We got Giannis at 1. It's Giannis. You don't need to talk too much there.
Nope.
Pascal Siakam at 1.15. Like Pascal Siakam is very good. He's very consistent, but the Raptors have been playing like crap the last 2 or 3 games. So they play against a depleted Brooklyn Nets team tonight. So it should be a competitive game at the very least. Then we got we got Sabonis first. So Sabonis at 1.15, and you can actually play Sabonis at center tonight. I actually have Sabonis at center in one of my lineups tonight at least. So he looks really good tonight. They play Oklahoma City Thunder. Their big men are not very good. Sabonis could have a field day with them. And then we get Jimmy Butler at 1.15. It's the revenge game. Jimmy Butler has not been doing much lately, but Kyle Lowry is not playing tonight. So he's going to take over more ball handling opportunities. He should have more assist opportunities again, which should make him a little bit better play. Plus, you got that whole revenge game against the Chicago Bulls, which is a viable revenge game compared to some.
I love revenge narratives.
Compared to some weaker ones, Like people just say revenge game for anything, but like the Bulls thing is kind of something, Then we have Miles Bridges at 1.3. I don't love the matchup against the Bucks. He's a guy that I would not play on DraftKings I would not play on DraftKings or FanDuel due to price. But on SuperDraft at 1.3, you just need him to get to like 36, 38 points, and he's over 50. So on here, he looks better, but on salary price sites, I wouldn't play him there. Jaren Jackson 1.35. So there's a chance that Brandon Clark doesn't play tonight. If he doesn't play, then Steven Adams, Jaren Jackson look a little bit better tonight. They have safer minutes at the very least. So there is a little bit more upside there than there would be on traditional nights. And then we have Keldon Johnson 1.65. He's actually been playing pretty well lately, so don't have a problem with him. You're also able to play him at guard for some reason, even though he's never played guard in the NBA. But that's a whole other story for a different day. Then we have O'Shea Brissett at 1.65. He's another guy that's been playing big minutes and playing pretty well as well for the Pacers. I know the one time we did play him a couple weeks back, he kind of let us down, but
It happens.
that's about the only bad game he's had in the last 2 weeks worth of games. Before what?
You got Chetty in the dart throws?
Yeah, I mean, ball handler. They need a he has the upside. So if he gets to 30, that's the thing. If he gets to 30, that's 54 points there. So it's not a guarantee, but it's just somebody to mention at least. Isaiah Roby's kind of the same way at 1.85, and then James Johnson at 2. If James Johnson doesn't get in foul trouble, gets to 30 points at 2, that's 60 points right there. That's a viable play on tonight's slate.
Last time we called out Isaiah Roby, he actually had a great night.
Yeah. He's been pretty consistent lately. The only I wish he could get a couple more minutes, but he's not a very good defensive center, so because he probably shouldn't be playing center in the first place. That's a whole nother story. What do we know about Markman? What do you want to know about Markman, David? Because he's a guy.
Yeah.
If he shoots the ball enough and he makes baskets, he'll be good. If he's not, he's kind of like a mediocre average play, honestly.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of good games since he's come back, but some of them coincided with other things too. So he's not like a guy I'd go out of my way to play. If he ends up in one of my lineups, I wouldn't be upset about it though. Then at centers, we got Karl-Anthony Towns 1.1 there. They go against Cleveland, so it's not a very enticing matchup at all because they have two of the best defensive big men in the league in Mobley and Jared Allen. And I know Karl-Anthony Towns is good, but he's not Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid dominated those guys, but Karl-Anthony Towns is not Joel Embiid. So I can't really say too much there. Bam Adebayo 1.2. Decent matchup for him against Vucevic. Vucevic is a little banged up with his ankle too, but he's going to play. So could favor a guy like Bam Adebayo who's a little bit more athletic than Vucevic to start with anyways. So maybe he has a good night, maybe he doesn't. Might get a couple extra assists too without Kyle Lowry. And we got Jared Allen down there. Gets rebounds. If he gets some blocks and stuff, he could be up there. And then Jakob Poeltl 1.4. It's not my favorite Jakob Poeltl matchup going against Steven Adams because it's not like a guy he should do well against technically, but he's not a bad play. Yeah. I think he's worth playing. I think I got one of my pro lineups. He's at 1.7. Obviously, if Brandon Clark doesn't play, then obviously his minutes are a little bit more solidified as well as Jaren Jackson's, or at least they should be in theory. Doesn't mean it always happens that way, but it could go wrong.
Here's the way I've been looking at Steven Adams, though. He has 2 or 3 up games, and he has 2 or 3 down games, and that's what it's kind of been. And now he's had his 1 up game. Let's have another 1 more.
The thing with him is it's just, does he play enough minutes? That's always the question with him. Because there's some games where he'll play 23 minutes. You don't want him then. If he plays 26, or if he plays 27, 28 minutes, he's usually in play. But if he doesn't, then you're kind of out of luck. And this is a matchup against Jakob Poeltl. I mean, they pair up pretty nicely against each other. Steven Adams is kind of, he's more of a traditional center. He's this big, bulky guy, and more of these centers nowadays are athletic. So then when they're more athletic, then you're getting Brandon Clark, you're getting Jaren Jackson playing center because those guys are more athletic and they don't have to be big and bulky in this situation. So against Jakob Poeltl is more of a traditional center. He's not quite as big as bulky as, well, there's not many people as big and bulky and strong as Steven Adams in the NBA, though. He's probably, just if you go around the NBA asking people, he came up as essentially the strongest guy in the NBA.
No, he's awesome. He goes
there's that one that kind of turned into meme earlier this year. He just picked up Tony, they were playing the Bulls, and he de-escalated the fight, and he's picking up Tony Bradley, who's 7'1" and just carrying him away. It's a 7'1", 70-pound man. He just picks him up like a sack of potatoes.
That's awesome. I like that story.
Yeah. I think, I don't know if they overlapped his teammates ever with Oklahoma City. They might have been at one point, though. We do have a confirmed starting lineup already for the Magic. So Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., and Mo Bamba. Markel Fultz is supposedly back tonight. Let me click on his name and see if there's any type of minutes limit on him. I will assume there is one because I believe he's coming off an ACL. He's not going to start. So I'd be surprised if he played more than 20 minutes. Where is Markel Fultz at? Where is this name? Here we go. Officially off injury report, has officially been cleared to make his debut on Monday against Indiana. Has been a long road to recovery. Blah 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 blah. Chances are the Magic will bring him along slowly. He'll compete with Jalen Suggs and second-year guard Cole Anthony among veterans for minutes down the stretch. Doesn't really say anything about a minutes limit, but I would assume that he'd probably be 20 minutes or less tonight. So I'm pretty sure he's not even on the SuperDraft slate, but it's something there. He might. So I'm probably not playing Jalen Suggs because he's going to cap the upside. Jalen Suggs had a terrible game last time. I think he had like 1.2 points in like 26 minutes. It's kind of like I could go out there and do that on accident. Like just play 26 minutes and get one rebound, and not as long as you weren't turning the ball over a ton.
Yeah, I agree. I think you could do it. You could do it. How's your leg? You said your knee was bad, right?
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
So that's the Magic starters. Hold on. I'll put that in real quick, then we'll go over some of the rest of this stuff. You don't need to stand in the corner and shoot threes.
No, I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Go cherry pick the whole game. Get more points that way. So Minnesota, McKinley Wright's not playing. Malik Beasley's probable. He missed that last game due to illness, but he should be back. Probably not anybody you want to play anyways. Cavaliers without Darius Garland, Karis LeVert, Rajon Rondo. So obviously kind of looking at Brandon Goodwin at point guard there. They did sign Tim Frazier to a 10-day contract. I was going to look and see if he played any minutes last game. I can't remember.
Let's see who we're looking for.
Don't worry about it. I got it up. Oh, Tim Frazier. Did Tim Frazier play last game? Where the hell is Tim Frazier at? I can't even find him. Oh, Nemhard played minutes last game. God. I don't think Tim Frazier played last game. Chetty played 29.
Let's see. I got him
Goodwin played 38.
No, he hasn't played since January. January 9th, it says.
Yeah, when he was on the Tim Frazier.
Yeah. Back
when he was on the Magic. So he's there in theory, so he could take minutes away from Goodwin today. He's not anybody you want to play in a super draft, but the Pacers are without Malcolm Brogdon's out tonight. We already mentioned that. So Halliburton, somebody you can look at now. You can look at Buddy Hield if you want to. Chris Duarte, you could look at. He's probable, but his first game back was yesterday, so maybe he does something, maybe he doesn't. It's not something I'm really banking on from a super draft perspective. On DraftKings, he looks okay at $5,400, but it's DraftKings, so you really just need him to get to 30.
Buddy Hield is at 1.35.
Yeah, that's the problem. He was at like 1.55. That's the problem. He's at 1.35 now. So like there's a chance he pays off. Like he could pay off, but it's just a lot more risk than it was in recent days. Lance Stevenson is doubtful today as well. TJ McConnell, Miles Turner, TJ Warren are all still out. The Bulls are without Patrick Williams, Alex Caruso, Lonzo Ball. Nikolai Vucevic, as I already mentioned, is probable to play tonight. We have Caleb Martin, questionable for the Heat, probably ends up playing. Kyle Lowry, Markieff Morris, Victor Oladipo out. Obviously, the biggest one there is Kyle Lowry being out. Assume Gabe Vincent just starts, but Jimmy Butler is going to get more ball handling tonight. Gabe Vincent, somebody you can look at. I think he's 1.8. I think I already talked about him a little bit. So in terms of the Heat, Gabe Vincent looks all right. Jimmy Butler looks good. Bam Adebayo looks good. If you really want to get like cute, like say like if Max Strus ended up starting, I guess you could throw a dart throw on him, but that'd be the only situation. For Toronto, OG Anunoby's still out with his broken finger. Fred VanVleet's questionable. Who the hell knows if he's going to play? Like, what was it, Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, he was questionable. Then he went to doubtful. Then he was in the starting lineup. I'm like, this doesn't even make sense. So, what?
I'm just talking. You keep going, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Brooklyn is without Kevin Durant, Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons. For some reason, RotoWire has Goran Dragic projected to start at point guard. I have a hard time believing that's true. He played like 16 minutes, maybe the last game. He's on a minutes limit again tonight, so he's not anybody you want to play. Charlotte Hornets without Gordon Hayward, Jalen McDaniels, Nick Richards, and James Bouknight are both doubtful. Cody Martin's questionable. Obviously, the only one that really matters there is Cody Martin, if he plays or not. Obviously, if he doesn't play, then we're probably going to see extra minutes to LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, and Kelly Oubre. Then for Milwaukee, they're without Pat Connaughton, George Hill, Brooke Lopez. For Sacramento Kings, Terrence Davis is out. Rashawn Holmes is questionable. We don't really care about either of those two guys. Oklahoma City without Lou Dort, Josh Giddey, Ty Jerome, Mike Muscala, Jerome Robinson, Earl, Kenrich Williams. So essentially what we've been looking at for them. So you're looking at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You're looking at Trey Mann a little bit. Looking at Roby. Maybe you look at Baisley again. Baisley bounced back nicely last time out. So there is a chance there. And obviously Giddey not playing helps him out quite a bit. Then for the Spurs, we got Doug McDermott and Romeo Langford. So the Spurs have those two guys questionable. And then we have Memphis Grizzlies, Dylan Brooks, John Concher, Yves Pons out, and then Brandon Clark questionable as well. Obviously, Brandon Clark's the main one there that we're looking at, because if he doesn't play, it means Jaren Jackson's minutes are solidified, and it means Steven Adams' minutes are solidified. There's a chance that Xavier Tillman gets more minutes, that Kyle Anderson gets more minutes too. Kyle Anderson should just get more minutes tonight just because Concher's not available, but we'll see. It's Kyle Anderson. Like, just when you think you can trust him, it usually goes bad. So there was about a week and a half stretch last year though where he was underpriced on DraftKings, where I just played him for a week and a half and he paid off like 5 out of 6 games though. But he's coming off the bench at this point. He was starting back then. So but that's that for injuries. Oh, SuperDraft Pro picks just emailed in. Let's see how bad theirs are tonight.
Pulling it up now.
Let's see how bad this. What?
So I'm pulling
what
it
you got
up
so far? If this thing ever loads. So they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Brandon Goodwin, DeJounte Murray, Giannis, Domantas Sabonis, Isaiah Jackson, Steven Adams. So that one's not actually that bad. I mean, there's some risk there with Isaiah Jackson. I don't know what his multiplier is. I think it was too low for me. Next one, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, DeJounte Murray, Trey Mann. Trey Mann's in there. I said he'd be in there because they liked him the last time. He's actually been playing decent since then. Giannis, Domantas Sabonis. They put Jalen Smith in instead of Isaiah Jackson this time. So those guys kind of do the same thing, play the same position. Then there was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Brandon Goodwin, Trey Mann, Giannis, Sabonis, and Bam Adebayo and Steven Adams. They really like Steven Adams, apparently. Or
I mean, why wouldn't you?
But here's the thing with pro picks, like sometimes they just they just change one guy out of each lineup too. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, DeJounte Murray, Tyrese Halliburton, Giannis, Sabonis, Bam Adebayo, and Steven Adams. I'm kind of off of Steven Adams now just because they're playing him so freaking much. I think, but then they got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Brandon Goodwin, DeJounte Murray, Giannis, Domantas Sabonis, Jalen Smith, and Steven Adams. That's pretty much the same as like the third one. What's the in terms of their player project? So technically, they have Steven Adams projected as the top player on tonight's slate. I don't know if I believe that. Shai Gilgeous is right behind him, then Giannis is right behind him, then Sabonis after that, and they have Jalen Smith projected pretty high too. Brandon Goodwin, Andre Drummond's pretty high up there too. I feel like if you want to get away from Steven Adams, you could play Andre Drummond. They have essentially the same multiplier, and they both get a lot of rebounds. Let's see who else they like. DeJounte Murray's up there. I don't know how they have Isaiah Jackson and Jalen Smith both projected that well. Like they're gonna they eat into each other. Like you can't project both of them to be awesome.
So would you pivot off of Adebayo and then just play Butler? I mean, it's like a 0.5 difference.
Yeah, I mean, what you got right now? I need to see the rest of the lineup. Let's see. DeJounte Murray.
Yeah.
Giannis.
Steven Adams.
You're copying them.
I had this before you even started reading it.
Yeah, I mean,
pivot off of,
I like Jimmy. I like Jimmy just because there's no Lowry tonight. Jimmy gets like 7-8 assists usually when Lowry doesn't play. Like he's just been playing like terrible lately. But he's only been shooting. Like he hasn't been doing anything else. It's weird because it doesn't even make sense. This is not the Jimmy Butler we know. His multiplier hasn't moved though. Like on all the other sites, his price came down, like way down, you know. So like now every day, like you look at and you're like, oh, Jimmy Butler's like an easy 45 points. Why wouldn't I play him at 8,600? Like it's just like math. And then you're just like, oh, it failed like the last 2 times when I recommend him as a core play. But so let's see. DeJounte Murray show goes to Alexander. I feel like I probably play Halliburton. I love-hate relationship with Halliburton. I love to play him in DFS, but I hate like how overvalued people think he is in real life. Like when that trade went down, I'm like, it's really not that great of a trade. Like, give me Sabonis. It also might be the fact that Halliburton went to Iowa State. So,
who else are we gonna play here?
Sabonis. Domantas Sabonis is like the only guy I'm playing in every lineup tonight.
I mean, I like your Drummond call. Let me look at that real quick.
So him and Steven Adams are essentially the same player. If they get enough minutes, they'll have enough rebounds and they'll pay off. It's and like pro picks don't have them projected that much differently. I didn't have Drummond just because he's been losing minutes, but that's me. See, you got 29 versus the Bucks, and you got 48 points lately. So how many rebounds do you have that one game? He had what? Oh, he had 5 assists. He gets assisted every once in a while. They have like these random big assist games.
Just fucking shots, man. Holy shit, 77%.
Yeah, because he only dunks the ball. To save his life.
Well, like, bounces out and you're good. And just like, shit.
He's just the guy you lob the ball up to, or he gets the rebound and puts it back from 2 feet away. Like, I don't know. It's just he needs. If he plays 24 or more minutes, he's fine. He's the same thing as Steven Adams. It's just who do you trust to get more minutes tonight? And let's see, Brooklyn plays.
I'm gonna play this in 2 lineups, and then I'm gonna switch it out and put Drummond in 1.
Yeah, Brooklyn plays Toronto tonight. I love to see Andre Drummond eat Kem Birch for breakfast.
3 lineups. I forgot, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's 3
multiple
lineup
entry Monday.
Let's do that.
So we just got the official announcement that Markelle Fultz is expected to play 16 to 20 minutes off the bench tonight. Somebody's comment, how many do you think he will play when he's ready? Well, he's obviously ready if he's playing. If you're asking how many minutes he's going to play when he's playing full time, probably like 26. If he's not starting, like, think about it. Sometimes people are idiots.
Shit, the Tuesday one's already out too.
It's just it's a Coast 6 tomorrow, I think, right?
Yeah, Lakers. Who are the Lakers are playing?
I thought it was the Bulls were one of them too. There's the Lakers Bulls, maybe.
We're throwing Drummond in this B.
You say Embiid?
No, in this B.
I wish we could play Embiid. I love Embiid. I love Embiid, man.
What else we change on this? We just leave this one, and then we can just do one more, and we just make it crazy.
Let's leave this one. And then the last one just puts the bonus at center. I have Sabonis everywhere tonight. Because the best part is, like, Oklahoma City sucks, but so do the Kings. And Sabonis is going to get like 60. You want to take a shot on LaMelo?
Bro, he pissed me off last night.
You want to take a shot on John Morant instead?
Over who?
I don't know, one of the guards. Just change it up a little.
Oh, Ja?
Yeah. Ja Rule.
Let's see.
Him and Murray play against each other too.
Then I'm gonna play them together. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Ja
Rule. Let's see. Who else do you want to play for? You want to play DeRozan? You want to play Siakam? I feel like there's an advantage to playing Siakam tonight just because nobody's going to play Siakam because the Raptors are doing shit. Like, it looks bad, but it's because the Raptors have been terrible. It's not because he's bad. It's because the Raptors have literally gotten blown the crap out the last, like, 3 games.
I'll just kick DeRozan. Now Siakam's going to go for like 100.
Probably. At least I still have share. At least I still played him in a couple lineups or at least one. And he's too. Oh god, he's like too cheap on DraftKings. It's so tempting because he's like 8,200 or 8,400. I can't remember which one. I'm like, that's very tempting because like he was just $9,600 like last week. You know.
Now I gotta enter all these in. Yes.
I gotta change my FanDuel lineup. I still have Brogdon in. He was my core play for today. Don't play him. If you're listening on my channel, don't play Brogdon on FanDuel. He ain't playing. Probably gonna go to Cole Anthony just because. Oh, I already had Cole Anthony in my lineup. Crap. Now what do I do? I wasn't prepared for this.
I might do what you're saying. In one of these lineups, I might switch out.
Devin Vassell's $6,500 on draft or on FanDuel now. So expensive. Ronald said, "Okay, okay to what?"
DeJounte Murray.
Is that what you said? Okay to?
I don't know. I'm just
screwed. I'm playing Seth Curry.
Playing Seth.
Yep. Hey, there's no Kyrie tonight, so somebody's got to do something. At least that's like help myself.
Cam Thomas.
Yeah, he played 60 minutes last game. Him, Patty Mills, and Dragic all like just split like a whole rotation of a whole game. It's weird. I don't like it.
I didn't like it. He wasn't ready. Import.
Cole Anthony over Brogdon on FanDuel. Maybe that should be Seth Curry. I'm not sure. But guess what? The best part is you can play both.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I have to make another DraftKings line now, though.
You're going to play.
What?
We're going to play.
Oh, just because I don't. Because like the other one I had, I don't have Halliburton. I don't have Siakam. I just want to play like Halliburton and Siakam in the lineup. Because Halliburton ain't cheap, but Siakam's dirt cheap. But you have to play Gabe Vincent because he's dirt cheap. Halliburton still got shooting guard eligibility? Yes, he does. This is awesome.
Yes.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get excited about little things.
Yeah, I agree.
We play Buddy. Now the question is, do I play Buddy Hield? Ugh. I'm playing my boy Devin Vassell. I wish.
All right, let's see what we got here.
Anyone on your channel, don't play him. I said, okay. That's not what I meant, but okay.
All the dollar ones are gone. It's fine.
God, why does it feel like a Jaren Jackson Jr. game? I never get those ones right, though. That's the worst part.
I might as well enter all these too in a 5-cent one. Why wouldn't I?
You can definitely do that. So if I was me,
You are you.
why does it feel like a Jaren Jackson Jr. night? I don't like it. This is gonna be the night Fred VanVleet doesn't play too. I know it. It bugs the crap out of me. But it's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Fine, we'll put Cam Thomas in the lineup. At least on DraftKings, he's $4,900. Can I put Jimmy in this lineup? Ooh. I don't know if I can play Jimmy and Cam Thomas together though. Cam's a little expensive for this lineup. Patty Mills it is. That feels so gross.
It is, dude. The crazy thing is Cam Thomas is like lower on here.
Yeah, by like 0.5.
Yeah.
Don't play Patty Mills on SuperDraft, please.
I did not play Patty Mills.
Anyone that's listening. It's more of a joke on DraftKings. We play somebody really bad. Maybe. Teo Maladon. I can't even say his name right. Teo Maladon. Gross. Let's see. So you gotta. This looks interesting. This looks fun.
Yeah, I like this one.
Cam Thomas hits. You know what's going to happen now? Terrence Ross is going to go for like 30 points off the bench now, just because Markelle Fultz is back. Like, it'll be no logic. There's no logic behind it at all. It's just going to happen.
So let's take Bam out. Let's take.
How many minutes was he playing? Play Thaddeus Young. Gross. Tristan Thompson. Mr. Kardashian. Do not play him on SuperDraft. I'm just getting excited about guys that have cheap price tags over here. Can we play Keita Bates-Diop if he starts on DraftKings? Maybe. Might be a push, though.
Oh. Ronald said, anyone on your channel, don't play him.
Yeah, apparently. Kiefer Sykes going to play? Who knows?
I don't know, man. I mean, it's pretty. Not much you can do tonight, I don't think. Like,
nope. I like the plays.
I'm staying away from the Timberwolves.
I mean, I think there's a case to be made about playing D'Lo. That's like the one guy in the Timberwolves I would play tonight. Here it's just if he makes his shots, but he should look better slightly tonight with no Lowry, but who knows?
D'Lo.
He's the only Timberwolves I've played tonight.
Okay, we'll throw him in.
Because like that's the only position that Cleveland can't guard. I guess they could just put a Okoro on him though. That could be a problem.
The Gilgis, where is he at?
Shy. He's being shy.
That's where I'm gonna go on this one. That's
Aaron
GA.
Wiggins,
Yeah. What's up?
it says Aaron Wiggins actually made shots tonight. Probably not.
Let's see.
I'm just trying to figure out this DraftKings lineup.
What am I gonna eat tonight?
What?
That's a real question.
What are you going to eat?
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully food.
Something delicious. Which one do we play in the $5?
Eat some more tacos. Do we have any more news updates? Probably not, because we're still like an hour away from lock. You got a nickel one?
Yeah, you want me to play another one? I can.
Yeah, you want to do a crazy one? Do
Sure.
a crazy one for a nickel.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. Come on, load. Come on, buddy.
So we'll go Brandon Good, Brandon Goodwin, Devin Vassell, and Trey Mann. We're going full blown crazy tonight. Oh no, we need what's his face? Gabe Vincent. Screw Brandon Goodwin. We ain't playing him. I don't like him.
Trey Man.
Trey is the man. So Trey Man, my boy Devin Vassell. That's my dude. I don't even know that much about him. He went to Florida State. That's about all I know. And he plays for the Spurs. Then Gabe Vincent. 1.8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got the guards taken care of. We didn't play Jaren Jackson at all, did we?
Nope.
Screw it. Put Jaren Jackson in this one. We'll put Oshai Brissett in this one. It's funny because I think of Jaren, like when I think of dart throw guys, I think of Jaren Jackson. I don't care what his multiplier is because it's either going to go really good or really bad. There's no in between. He's the guy you play in like big tournaments, but just because it's like, well, if he does well, we're going to do well. If he sucks, we're already dead. You could try James Johnson, maybe. Is there anybody else? Probably James Johnson. 2x. You keep playing him in the dart throws lineup. If you keep putting him at 2x, he's just gonna keep playing him.
You want Drummond?
God, who else is at the bottom besides him and Steven Adams? Is there anybody else at the bottom? This one I don't mind playing Adams as much, just because like everybody else is already playing.
It's a crazy one. That's a crazy one. Let's see. Guess we'll see what hits.
Let's see.
All right. All right.
Who you end up playing at center?
What was that?
Who you end up playing at center?
I just played Steven Adams.
Okay.
Where's that one that you said you really liked?
Which one?
Was it the one with Cam Thomas?
No, I don't think so. I'll tell you, my pro lineups are a little bit crazier. Not like super
Let's
crazy.
get one.
What?
Let's hear one. Let's hear one.
Hold on, let me go back. Discard changes. Let's see. The one Seth Curry, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, DeMar DeRozan, Pascal Siakam, Giannis, Wendell Carter Jr., and Domantas Sabonis at center. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, John Morant, Gabe Vincent, Oshai Brissett, Giannis, Sabonis, Jakob Poeltl, and then the more standard one was John Morant, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, DeJounte Murray, Jimmy Butler, Giannis, Sabonis, and Adams.
You got Siakam, you said in one?
Yeah.
Throw it.
I just
Let's see. I mean, I like this. I don't know if I want Siakam in there, though. You know what? I'm just going to do this one. This is a $5 one, so.
Yeah. Let's see what you got again. So, yeah. I feel like in the $5 one, I probably wouldn't play Steven Adams. I probably just place the bonus. I feel like I just place the bonus at center and then like play somebody else, yeah. I don't know if I play Bam and $5. I don't know. He's been good though lately.
Yeah, that's what I was going to play. And we can play Jimmy. I mean, I'm fine with that.
I mean, you could play Jimmy DeRozan as a bonus, probably where I go, but
All right, we'll rock with that.
yeah.
Bam.
I am. I mean, the only kind of risky guy in there is Seth Curry, I guess.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's really hard not to place the bonus tonight. Let's just put it that way.
All right. Anything else we want to talk about? You want to pull up this one? For tomorrow. Yeah, it's Dallas versus LA.
Dallas versus LA.
Yeah. We're done. We'll just get into it tomorrow. I'm hungry.
Yep, sounds good.
So, might as well get out of here because you got to get to your baseball meeting.
Yeah, I got change and then do that real quick. Caleb Martin is probable now. Woo!
Tell them where to find you at, brother.
So you can find me on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport. You can find me on YouTube at Coach Craig Sports. You can find me on patreon.com/Coach Craig Sports. You can find me on the Stacks app at Coach Craig Sports as well.
And make sure y'all follow him on YouTube for sure because he's got awesome content that drops during the day. He's going to be on the Bet Angles show tomorrow, so be tuned into that. Let's see if he can so if you look up on I think on YouTube, if you look up Bet Angles, it'll be on his channel, Bet Angles. I'll drop the information tomorrow. I'll make sure everyone has it. But yeah, Craig's gonna be on that show. It's gonna be pretty dope. One of our new sponsors, Bet Angles, is super dope. And if anybody hasn't got on there yet and wants to try it for free, it's basically just a website that shows you different ways to approach betting, different areas to go to make some bets or and get the best odds. But yeah, if you go down in the in description here, either one of our links you can use and get in there and use it for free for 3 days. So I definitely recommend it. And you can find me everywhere. Excuse me, at JC Money Design, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and then also Sleeper if you want to find me there. Yeah, appreciate everyone being here. We're gonna be back today, back tomorrow, same time. Appreciate y'all, and yeah, peace out. Good luck today, buddy. Have fun at your little meeting. Peace.
Pushing forward, coast to coast, state to state, city to city, flooring dilly like the late great Biggie. Baby.
Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams.